You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
Here's your weather briefing for this Sunday, October the 12th. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray. And it was on this date back in 1987 that Hurricane Floyd became the only hurricane of that season to hit the United States and the first October hurricane in 19 years to hit Florida. Not causing much damage, 85 miles per hour, 993 millibars, central pressure, 9 inches of rain. Did about $500,000 in damage, no deaths or injuries. So pretty uneventful hurricane season by our recent standards for sure. Hey, have you signed up for our daily briefing? Jen Narramore, Scott Martin do a fantastic job with this. Lots of information, your full forecast, briefing from the meteorologist, weather history, beach forecast, dancing with the stats, Skywatcher photographs. It's all there. Great read. You can have it before you have your morning coffee. In your inbox, no obligation. Go to alabamaweathernetwork.com. It's right here at the bottom of the homepage. Hey, we've got some clouds working their way into southeastern Alabama this morning, just as we thought. Our little in-house model doing a great job there. Probably shaking out a few sprinkles in places like Eufaula, Phoenix City, maybe down to Ozark this morning. You might see those on your windshield as you're heading to church, so be aware of that. Otherwise, maybe a little patchy fog up in North Alabama, those typical water areas. Highs across Alabama yesterday were pretty close to normal. 79 in Huntsville. That's right on the normal for the day, 78. Birmingham, 79. That's right on the normal, 78. Montgomery, 81. 82 would be the normal. Mobile, 82. The normal would be 81. Geneva checked in at 82 as well yesterday. Lows so far this morning are chillier. Sneak peek, Vic Bell's at 46. Saw several readings in the 40s. Wallace Williams, he's at 46. Chris Cheatwood's at 50. John Talbot, the sheriff's at 47 in Hueytown. So readings are chillier this morning, as we thought they would be. Futurecast, partly cloudy skies through the day today. Maybe some clouds moving back in again on that northerly flow. Eastern sections early tomorrow, but don't expect any rain with that. It should be a dry day, and that won't do much to obscure the sun. We should be warm tomorrow, low to mid-80s. A degree or two hotter than even today, when we're going to be in the lower 80s generally across the entire area, which will be a degree or two hotter than yesterday. Clear skies tomorrow night, good radiational cooling. Will be generally in the lower 50s tomorrow night, a few spots dropping back into the 40s. We need the rain. We're up in this severe drought category now in west central Alabama. Large part of the west central part is now in this severe drought category. Moderate drought now covers almost all the state. We're abnormally dry over the remainder of the state. Just very few parts of the Tennessee Valley, getting out. I show this graphic just to remind you that outdoor burning is extremely discouraged right now, just because of dry fuels, low humidities. Fortunately, the winds have come down a little bit. The pressure gradient that we've had for the past couple of days has relaxed, so winds won't be as much of a problem. But you just be reminded here that there is a danger of fires getting out of control. So you have to have a permit in most places. I think really across the entire state, and we just strongly discourage it. Pattern change is beginning to happen, though. You're going to see progressions of fronts in coming weeks. That's something we haven't seen. The good news is, we've got, we really have a lot of, winter storm watches and warnings, winter weather advisories in the Rockies, the Cascades. We've got winter storm watches and warnings in the Sierra. They're going to have, big snows up above 7,000 feet. In the southern Sierra, winter storm watches for places like Truckee in California. So that's good news. The bad news is we've had flash flood warnings overnight in the Phoenix metro area. Flash flood watches continue for southern Arizona, extreme southwestern New Mexico, as well as eastern Utah, southwestern and western Colorado. We've also got red flag. Well, not really red flag, but warnings of elevated fire dangers up in the Dakotas, fog in Michigan, and we've got tons of coastal flood advisories and warnings in the Carolinas, Mid-Atlantic, the Chesapeake, New Jersey, Long Island, all the way up the Atlantic coast. So, we've got this coastal storm over on the East Coast. Now, some of the record rainfalls yesterday, Livingston, Montana picked up nearly an inch. Lake Yellowstone in Wyoming. I saw some pictures from our skywatchers of some snow, but they picked up 3/4 of an inch. Phoenix, I just left there, picked up nearly 3/4 of an inch. That was a record for the day. And Billings had over a half inch of rain. Satellite shows that coastal low. They're centered just to the east of Myrtle Beach this morning, still continuing to spread lots of heavy rain into coastal South Carolina, eastern North Carolina as well, and there's strong onshore flow causing those coastal flooding problems into the mid-Atlantic states, into the Northeast. The remnants of Raymond coming on shore there in Baja, following on the heels of Priscilla, that moisture coming up out of Mexico into southern Arizona. They've just had day after day of enhanced moisture there. That front moving through the Rockies now into the plains, that's going to enhance rainfall out in that area. Severe weather outlook today. Don't see anything on the map. That's good. There have been a few severe thunderstorm warnings overnight in the Southwest. We do have some area of severe weather for tomorrow there in southern New Mexico and down around El Paso. And for Tuesday in central New Mexico, boy, they've had it. Excessive rainfall, though, continues today with a slight risk. That's level 2 out of 5 for southern Arizona back into southern New Mexico. Fire danger is elevated today for places like Oklahoma City, back through Wichita Falls into northern Texas through the Red River Valley. Beach forecast, good news is the rip current risk is back to low. All of the marine advisories are out of there, so should be a safe day for boating. Still exercise caution. UV index will be high. Going to be a great day to be at the beach, though. Temperatures in the lower and middle 80s as we go into a very nice week to be at the beach for sure. This high pressure ridge centered near Dallas is going to build over the southern United States. That's going to allow us to warm up for sure over the south. We're going to touch 90 in places here by Wednesday, probably down around Demopolis, over to Selma, maybe down to Monroeville. And we'll be watching that. But you see some signs of change here as those heights begin to buckle there in places like Omaha, Minneapolis. And you see a big trough sweeping through the Great Lakes next weekend into Monday. That'll push a cold front our way. While it doesn't look like a big rainmaker, it will bring some rain here by late Friday into Saturday and Sunday. Maybe a half inch of rain, I think. And you see, we're beginning now to see a progression of troughs. Here's a full latitude trough by the 27th. I think that one is a major regime change in terms of weather for us, with cooler and drier conditions. Now, not substantially cooler, but, highs in the low to mid 70s instead of this, upper 70s and 80s we've had. Going through the GFS here, model fans will say, dry and warm tomorrow, dry and warm for your Tuesday, no real change for Wednesday. As we continue to be, well into the middle and upper 80s, touching 90 in a few spots. Same for Thursday. But you see, the high pressure shifts to the east, return flow, maybe some more cloudiness slides into here by Friday. Perhaps helps to temper those afternoon readings. Maybe some showers by Friday evening. And then more widespread showers and thunderstorms by Saturday. That would be really good news. Nothing severe, but by Sunday it looks like a decent cold front with showers and thunderstorms pushing through central into South Alabama. Looks like a beautiful start to the following week, that week 2 period. We look pretty dry until Thursday the 23rd, maybe another system, and then here comes that bigger system Friday the 24th. You see it's, well, really it waits until, looks like Sunday the 26th, Monday the 27th, and we swing that on through. The rainfall forecast is still not good. You're still less than 1/10 of an inch. Your temperature forecast, though, low to lower 80s over North Alabama for daytime highs, upper 50s falling back into the middle 50s by the end of the week. South Alabama, middle 80s. But we're going to touch 90 in a couple of spots by midweek. And, some folks are going to be in the upper 80s. So this is a broad brush right here because we are covering a very large piece of territory. Overnight lows are going to be in the upper 50s to near 60. Join us for Weather Brains Monday Night Live on YouTube. Brian Busby, Joe Lauria from Kansas City. It'll be a Kansas City special. And then if you want to listen to the recorded podcast, it'll drop Tuesday morning wherever you get your podcast. Weather Brains, the weekly netcast that's all about weather, coming up on 20 years. We'll have notes on the blog here in just a few minutes, have constant updates throughout the day on the Alabama Weather Network. Thank you for joining us over there. Please take advantage of all of our opportunities, our social media, our app. It is the way to go. Lots of work going into that app, our website, our over-the-top channels, lots of ways to partake of the Alabama Weather Network, our new labor of love for you. But that's your weather briefing for this Sunday. I'll get to do it again next Saturday. James will be back with two-a-days tomorrow. Have a great week, and until I see you again, as I always tell you, have a great week and keep an eye to the sky because you'll always have something fun to look at.